Okay, hi, I'm Ann.
And I'm Evan.
And the last video we did with Hope, who's over. Hope, say hi.
Hola!
She's over in the corner, being antisocial.
Yep.
Yeah. And Evan's being weird. Okay, so the last one we did was on the Lunatics, and this is on a story called
Alone.
Oh, and it's a
Love story between a boy and a girl.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's intense.
There's a fly flying around my head.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, that was going around me too.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's annoying, isn't it? I don't know where it came from. Okay, we need to get bug spray and kill it in just a second. After we're done, we'll do that. So, okay, this story actually worked. It's a rough draft, and it's about 20 pages long, so I'm just going to read a couple paragraphs, because otherwise that would take a while.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's not even close to being finished yet. It's probably going to be about maybe 300 pages when I'm done, so... Yeah, so this is just so you can tell us what you think about it. Evan, do you like it? Do you like
Yeah,
Alone?
it's good. It's good.
It's good? Okay, I get Evan's stamp of approval. Hope,
What?
do you like Alone?
Hells yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott said yes too if you couldn't hear him. So let's decide to see if you guys like it. So let us know what you think. Thanks. Okay, here
Let's
goes.
do this.
Let's do this. It's called Alone. I felt alone. This could be because I was alone. I was sitting at a table in the far corner of the cafeteria with several books open around me. This took up all the space on the table, leaving no room for anyone else to sit with me, even if anyone had wanted to, which they hadn't. There was barely any room for my apple and bottle of water. I knew it was rude of me to take up an entire table, but I didn't really care. And since no one else particularly wanted my company, they didn't seem to mind either. This was my every meal. I was rereading, there goes the fly. I was rereading Wuthering Heights for about the 100th time, but today not even one of my favorite books could distract me from the depression I'd so deeply sunken into. The loneliness wasn't helping. I knew that, but what could I do? I was too far gone to be around people. My manners would simply not be up to par. And I knew what everyone must have been thinking of me. So isn't it better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt? I was alone because I was depressed, and I was depressed because I was alone. Brilliant. My own personal catch-22. Just what I always wanted. I looked up from my book for just long enough to take a bite from my apple and a sip from my water when I noticed he was staring at me. Oh great, how long had this been going on? Why would anyone stare at me? I thought to myself. And then the anxiety set in. I had to concentrate on my breathing so I wouldn't hyperventilate. I could feel my face turning red. Perfect. Now he really did have something to stare at. I was making a fool of myself and getting all the attention I so desperately didn't want. Invisible. I just want to be invisible. Is that too much to ask for? I chanted vigorously in my head. It really must have been something to look at, because everyone was looking. That, of course, only made things worse. I was infuriated with myself. You're a circus freak. Can't you keep it together for 5 seconds? Look, everyone is staring at you. Are you happy now? I continued to scream at myself inside my head for several minutes. It kept me distracted from the fact that everyone was staring at me. Are you choking? The question seemed to come from nowhere, as if I'd been asked by a disembodied voice. I'd been so distracted inside my head I hadn't realized everything was going dark. And then, suddenly I realized I was choking. On the bite of apple I had accidentally swallowed too fast when I had begun to panic. So I was both having an anxiety attack and choking at the same time. Both had similar symptoms, and I had been so busy with panic that I hadn't even noticed that I was dying. What did that say about me? Actually, I don't want to know. Are you choking? The voice said the word slower and louder this time, as if doubting my mental capabilities. She's choking, not deaf. It was a different voice that time, a male voice. That was the last thing I noted before I passed out. And that's all I'm reading. But there's a lot more, so, what did you think, Evan? You thought,
it was pretty.
It was pretty?
Yeah, it was
Hope,
good.
what'd you think?
I love it.
Okay, so tell us what you think. So,
And don't do mean
fine,
things.
no, we don't ask Scott, because Scott,
Yeah.
nobody cares what you think!
Whatever. I mean, you can say nice things, but please don't say mean things.
You can
because that's just
you
rude.
can say it's not your thing.
And we don't like rude people.
No, rude people are rude.
And someone's
Bye.
coming in the back.
Yeah.